George Takei is a hero. Saw a documentary about him.
What did he do?
You know what he did, Jeff? It's just occurred to me while I was watching the documentary.
Aside from delighting us on TV for so many years.
He's always been a delightful personality. You know, he's a little silly. He talks like this, no matter what he's talking about. But this guy, and he's very happy-go-lucky, and he's kind of talks like a game show host. But I realized while watching the documentary, this guy has been. I don't want to use too strong language, but I also don't want to fucking stretch out a big long daisy chain of words just so it's not that strong. I mean, I realize that other people have had it harder in their lives, but I just want to say, like, George Takei, as a jolly old man, he's been betrayed by his country twice in his lifetime. Once because of his race, and once because of his orientation. Like, he spent his childhood in a Japanese American internment camp. And still, like, exited with enough, like, altruism and magnanimity and optimism to have a good life. You know, if you let that get you down, I'm sure a lot of people left those camps all fucked up and bitter and fucked for life. But then having done that, then he had to be, you know, he didn't have to be, but he kind of had to be in the closet for you know, like, in order to get acting work and stuff. And then he, you know, it's like the equal marriage rights thing. Like, he found himself then at the forefront of that thing. It was like people telling him you shouldn't be allowed to get married if you're gay. And every time at each turn, this is a country that this guy loves. And he loves everybody, and he likes talking to people, and I like having conversations. And he's not, like, deluded. It's not like he's Regis Philbin, just like, oh, well, tell me a little bit. Like he sounds like that, but he's meeting head on, like, these controversies. He's transparent and honest and sincere when he talks about them, about his experiences at this camp and his experiences, like, on the forefront of fighting for gay rights. And yet, but at no point does he do what I did when the Ferguson thing happened, which is just like throw my hands in the air and get all mad and whiny and start screeching at the top of my lungs. If everybody did that, we'd really be fucked. Like, it was kind of inspiring. I thought, you know, maybe I always find the humor and the George Takei.
Where was this documentary on?
I don't know, the Takei network. I don't know.
Did I tell you that I was on a plane with him, and we were coming back from a gig, and it was like I was with Greg Proops, and he sat across from us, and like we were like row 2, and he was in row 1. And it was like, fucking Sulu's on the fucking plane. like this plane can't crash. Everybody on the plane was like, we're good. and so we were boarding the plane, because we had been with him in security, and he was in front of us checking in, but then he was with like his like assistant or handler or wrangler or maybe companion. I don't know, like buddy, friend, boyfriend. I had no idea. But I think Sulu. God damn it, George Takei was a little under the weather. He had like kind of a cough, and this guy was like keeping him like, you know, making sure he was warm and stuff, and being very attentive and nice. And then we kept getting in front of him, and so we were in. Greg was in front of him getting on the plane. I was behind him, and he gets on, and the guy who's beeping up, boop, thank you, Mr. Davis, boop, thank you, Mr. Bruce, boop, boop, Mr. George Takei. and just he goes, well, hello. and he goes, I'm a big fan of yours, Mr. Takei. Well, thank you very much. It's very nice to hear. And then he goes, I forget the show. Was he on like a Family Guy or something like that? No, he guest starred on some show, whatever. Was it? Yeah, Family Guy. And he goes, I saw your Family Guy last night. He goes, oh, well, that's very good news. I can expect a residual.
Yeah. And he and his husband are they're a cute couple. They're very inspiring they're an older couple now, but they're not like making out with each other at every step or trying to prove something, but they're clearly in love, and they're like soulmates, and they walk around hand in hand, and it's check out the documentary. It's a cute little thing. I don't know what it's called. Beam me over to you.
It should be Beam Me Out.
Beam me out. Like
of the closet. I don't know.
Oh.
Of the internment camp, of the closet.
Beam me out! Everywhere I go, someone's trying to keep me in somewhere.
Where was this beaming technology when I needed it?